gathered around a table. And as families, as neighbors, we have been gathering around tables for most of our life. I don't know if you folks remember this, but when I was a boy, lunch, breakfast, dinner, they were all served at the table. And we would all sit together, and Mom would lead us in a little prayer of gratitude. The table, in olden times, was the very center of our family life. And in the same way, it's the very center of our Christian life. The place where God is available to us in material form and in spiritual form, the two being united. Now, I love to meet strangers in the street. I have for most of my life. I've met thousands of people, and every single person you meet has a story to tell. It doesn't matter if it's Sheila Clark, who was the Governor General at one time. I got to sit with her at dinner at a university function in British Columbia, or if it's a person on the street addicted to crack cocaine. I love being in conversation with people that I meet. And that's because I have recognized from a very early age that inside of every person there is the life of God. Inside every person there's a little light burning. For some it burns bright. For some it burns dim. For some it seems as if the light is almost going to go out. And the thing that I have experienced is that when I meet a person, oh, hi folks up there, I get to look up a little bit. When I meet a person out there and their light is burning very low, I get to breathe across that light spiritually, trying to, you know when you've been at a campfire and the campfire is burned down way low and you just want to get the fire going again and you put a couple of twigs on and breathe on the embers. And I find that meeting strangers in the street who are lost and lonely, simply being with them in a generous kind way is a manner of making God present. And it starts with very little things, but once the person begins to get an idea that they are appreciated, that they are esteemed, and that they are respected, new life becomes possible for them. And that kind of situation is not happening as much in the church as it used to, but it is still happening in our cities. And one of the key places where this breath of God stirring up embers that are burning low, this is taking place in food kitchens all across the country and all across the world, where you have volunteers who give their time, who give their resources, their energies, and they give them freely to strengthen those who are most in need in our society. Now, one day when I was walking down the street, I met two Chinese ladies. This was in Vancouver. And these two Chinese ladies and I started talking, and it turned out that they were in town in Vancouver for the International Dragon Boat Race. And I think you know that dragon boat racing is a way of securing funds for the hopefully finding a cure for cancer. But I got to talking with these two ladies about what it meant to be part of a dragon boat team. And what we agreed is that there were certain skills that had to be learned. You have to learn how to row in the right way. You have to learn to be coordinated. You have to learn how to position your body. You have to learn how to breathe. And all of these things, working together, made you a successful competitor. But these ladies and I agreed that there was one more thing besides the mechanical things, and that was the spirit in which you entered the competition. A spirit of, I am one with my team. I'm not alone here. We are together. And that's one of the key insights I'd like to share with you today, that in our present world there is so much going on which is dividing us, dividing us, dividing us. And what we need now more than ever is to find ways of being united. And that brings us again to this table. This table is an expression of the text that we read today about the body of Christ. Each one of us made a decision at some point in our lives to be baptized. Now, maybe our parents made the decision for us, and then a little later in life, we made the choice to be confirmed. The key thing is, we made choices, and those choices brought us into the fellowship of Christ. And as members of the body of Christ, we share one life, one love, one faith, one baptism. All the various elements simply point to the reality of Christ at the very center of our experience together. And when Jesus speaks about the body of Christ, when Paul speaks about the body of Christ, he is saying that there is one place where God is revealed in the earth, and that is in and through us as persons, and not just as individuals, and particularly not as individuals, because the text says, where two or more of you are gathered in my name, that's where I am, in the midst of you. It's impossible to have a relationship with God alone. The relationship with God is always expressed in relationships with those we know and love, the people we care about. Now, I'm not going to go on very, very long, but I am going to encourage you as we go forward to think of this place as a team. And you may think, I don't have a lot to offer anymore. I don't have a lot of youthful energy, a lot of youthful strength, a lot of youthful drive. But you do have a deep desire in your heart for the world to be a better place. I suspect that each one of you would give anything you could if that would shape a world that was great for your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, and their children after them. That might not mean doing many, many physical things, but you can cultivate your spiritual life. You can learn by practice how to be at peace at the very center of your being. This is the gift of God. It's a gift that we practice. It's given to us freely, and we practice it, and we grow, and we get better, and we get better at being God's representatives in the earth. And it doesn't take much that's complicated to be an ambassador of God. It only takes seeing eyes, hearing ears, and kind words coming out of your mouth. It means being the best person that you can be in and through all of your relations. And we're going to explore that this year as the kids are working on the idea of what does it mean to be confirmed. The United Church has been confirming people for many, many years, and nevertheless we've been declining. So maybe it's time for us to take a look at what does it mean to be adults in a place where there's only a few children. And I will assure you that the very best thing you can do for your own children and grandchildren, what you can do for the children that you know in various ways, is to become the best person you can be. The kindest person you can be. The gentlest person you can be. To really deal with your inward life and to notice those things that get in the way and try to get rid of them. And notice those things that help and try to strengthen them. And as always, this is not something you have to do alone, but it's something we do together. We have conversations together about our faith. We have conversations together about the way of the world. We have conversations about our hope and our future on this planet. So I'm going to ask you to again continue to seek the way of God that is opening for you, and to continue to be strong in the spirit of love and respect, because that is the key that will open the door that leads to the better world for our young people whom we love. And so I'll just say amen at that point.